Today's topic may be disgusting for some of you, but we're going to push through and we're going to talk about composting toilets. I'm going to share with you what I know from research, okay? I've never dealt with a composting toilet, but I need to learn about them. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. When we move, our bathroom situation will be an outhouse, but not the kind that has a hole in the ground. I'm choosing to do a composting toilet, which is basically pooping in a bucket. So this is what it would look like. But as I've been reading more about them, there are two types of composting toilets. And this is where I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. One method is that you just drop your feces, your urine all together on a layer of sawdust or pine shavings. Some people even said peat moss. But there is a layer like a kitty litter box that covers it. And that is supposed to keep the smell down. The other method is a separator, like you divide the urine from the feces, and they say that controls the smell even better. So your urine would go into a little separate container that would need ventilation, and the feces would go into the bucket that you would keep covered with your material of choice, your sawdust, your cedar shavings, peat moss. So this is where I'm like, I don't know which way to go. Do I want to clean out the urine divider? Am I going to dilute the urine with water and use it as fertilizer? Am I going to use the feces to make into compost to use later as a fertilizer? I'd like to think I would. I hope that I'm strong enough to handle a composting toilet, meaning that the smell doesn't get to me. If it's my own waste, I can handle it. But other people's, I don't know. I've raised kids, I've wiped butts, but it's different when it's someone else's waste. Yesterday, I said I didn't want to be domesticated. And that didn't mean I don't want to take care of my family. That actually meant I don't want to conform to the ways of the world. I don't want to have to conform to doing things and living a certain way because the world tells me I have to. That's what I meant by not being domesticated, not that I'm not going to take care of my family. So if I need to dump their waste, I'm going to dump their waste. Now I'm going to ask you, community, do you have a composting toilet? Do you use an outhouse? What are your methods? What are your ways? What works best? I really need some advice on this. Now, I want to show you guys some ideas that I have for our outhouse. This picture is one example of how we could set up a divider compost, but you see how the toilet seat is it's built into a sturdy bench seat. That's what I'm going for. I want something that I can sit on. It's not going to wobble. It's not going to move. I don't want to just sit on a bucket. So this setup is kind of what I'm going for, but I'm not sure about the divider yet. This style seems more suitable for our transition. It doesn't look exactly like a composting toilet, but if you'll notice, when you flip the top part up, it's got the material that you would use to cover your waste with. I really like this one too. This is the type of bench that I was talking about, where it seems more sturdy. Underneath that bench would be where you would put your bucket, and then on the other side, you would flip it up and it would have your materials to cover your waste. Then for the layout of the bathroom, this seems quite cozy. So you've got your toilet, you've also got a sink because you'll definitely need to wash your hands. And then I don't know about the shelving unless you just wanted to keep your sanitary goods in the cabinet. So it's not very big. We don't need a real big space, but I don't want to be too enclosed where I feel claustrophobic either. And here's an idea. This one has a composting toilet, or it looks like it's an actual composting toilet. You can buy them ready to go, ready to separate your waste, I believe. I'm going to go the cheaper route. I'm going to build our own, but it has the shower with it. And I thought, that's a really good idea. Having one area where you have your outdoor shower and your composting toilet. So this is another idea, but we're going to talk about showers in another video. But I'm really liking this look. This look because of the cleanness, the freshness, the brightness. I don't know if I would want the whole thing white, but I definitely don't want it to be darkish. So when you open it, it's not going to be so dark and scary. If I use a lighter colored paint to paint the bench and part of the walls, then it's going to give it a different vibe. If I do a lighter color and I put some greenery in there, a house plant or something, put some cute wall hangings up, then it won't be a miserable place to go when you have to go. So these are just some thoughts, some ideas. I need some feedback on you guys on our bathroom situation. It will be an outhouse type thing. I don't want it to be scary for me or for Chloe when she's coming over. I don't want it to be scary for the grandkids. I'm going to have to teach them how to properly use this. It'll be a whole new experience for all of us. Thanks for sticking this one out with me, you guys. I know it's not a pleasant topic, but it's a real topic. And a lot of people use these toilets. If you're watching this and you're kind of in a similar situation as us, maybe you haven't made the leap yet. All I gotta say is, if I can do it, with the Lord's help, you can do it. God bless. Until next time, I hope you have an amazing day.